bullet journal video. I know I haven't done one of these in a very long time, so I thought it would be the perfect timing because January is almost here and I know most of us start a new bullet journal in January. And with that, I decided the good video to make today would be to reflect on what I did last year in my bullet journal, what I want to do next year, and what worked, what didn't work, that kind of thing. So first let's take a look at what worked last year. So the first thing I want to show you is I have this best of 2017 page, and every time something that happens during the year that I really had fun with or just want to remember, I do like a little doodle and I just write down what happened. And I did this last year and the year before, and I'll show you really quickly. And it's just great to be able to look back and see what I did every year at a glance. Next thing that I did that I will definitely be doing again is this books read tracker. As you can see, I have the title of the book, the star rating, the genre, and then I have notes on what I generally thought of the book. If you see over here, I just kind of colored in the boxes on the side, but these boxes were actually my number on my Goodreads challenge. So I think my number was 40 books in 2017. And so I kind of was able to just visually see how close I was to my goal. The next thing that I really liked, and I want to kind of do this for every single week next year, although sometimes I don't have time to sit there and draw, but I'm hoping maybe I could do some kind of stencil to make it easier. But basically this was my weekly layout, and I had a spot for events, tasks. Here I had spending. Sometimes I did my steps when I was wearing my Fitbit. And here I had food, so I was able to meal plan, but kind of do it by a daily basis. Over here I had a gratitude log. I had what I was reading or writing with a tracking bar. And this is what I really liked as well. I had my steps, so when I was wearing my Fitbit, I could record steps and spending, but you can kind of interchange them. And then I also had sleep. So I had two little bar graphs, and I really liked having that. And then I also had my notes section. For me, it really helps to be able to see it set up like this because you're looking at everything all at once. So I definitely think if I can find a way to make this more efficient, I will do this for everything next year because I find that when it is set up in a weekly layout, I tend to use it more. And also it's kind of fun coming home every night and kind of filling in the data that I am keeping track of. Another thing that I did this year, and I like it, but I'm not sure I'm going to do wreaths, but every month I had a title page, and I kind of just like that because it just keeps it consistent. It's easier to find each month, and I did like a different theme for each month. But what I liked is every month I would do the wreath as my title page, and then I'd kind of have like this overview page where I had categories. So I would have like home, I'd have health, other, and then bills. And it just helped me kind of, it was almost like a future log, but just for that month, and I just liked having that at the beginning of every month. And then over here you can see I kind of did some kind of like, I was calling it positive vibes, but kind of like a gratitude log. So yeah. Another thing I really like is this future log. I've been doing this for a few years now, and I'll definitely be doing it next year as well. But the only thing I might change is the layout. I'm not sure how yet, but it's not as pretty as I hoped it would be. And I know pretty isn't everything, but you know, I like pretty things. So I'm going to try to find a new design for next year. So next I want to show you the things that didn't work and maybe some ideas of how I'm going to change it next year. So this is my medicine tracker, and it's really not working for me. I haven't figured out how I'm going to fix it yet, but if you guys track your medicine, please, please, please show me in the comments or somehow tweet me a picture of how you track it, because I know there's a lot of trackers out there for people that take pills every day, but I take this like once every other week, so it's a little bit harder to track, and I'm running out of ideas, but I need to plan for this for next year because this is one of my more important trackers. So you've already seen my books read tracker. Now I'm going to come over here and talk about the book club tracker. So I have a book club in real life that I go to, and we do meet every single month, but then there's some months that are really busy, and so we decide to read a book over, let's say, 2 or 3 months, especially if it's a longer book. So I think next year I'm going to change it because I had done a spot for each month and then I didn't fill it in, and that kind of bothers me. So I will be revamping this somehow, but I do like how I was kind of doing a picture of what the the front cover of the book looks like. And I will definitely do that again next year because that was kind of fun. On the left we have a mood tracker that I had kind of started, and I don't think it was very good because I didn't put the numbers of the days in the hearts, and so if I missed like 7 days, it was kind of hard to figure out where I was, and I had to count all the hearts. But I know there are things called like a year in pixels, things like that, so I'm going to definitely do some research because I do like tracking my mood. You can kind of look back and be like, wow, I was really angry like 4 days in a row. What caused that, and how can I change it? And then over here on the right, we have a Netflix tracker that I had started, and obviously I don't like when things aren't pretty, so again, I don't like the setup. I like this part the best, I'd say, where I was just doing X's, but I do like tracking Netflix because I pretty much only watch Netflix, so I like tracking it. Another thing that didn't really work was this reward system, and I had seen this online and I thought it was such a good idea because it was Harry Potter themed and it was really cute, but I kind of lost interest, and you know, there are times that I don't bullet journal, like sometimes I'll go a week without it, so I kind of just, you know, I would forget about it for a week and then I wouldn't go back to it. So I don't think I'll be doing any kind of reward system next year. Then the last thing I'm going to change is the actual journal. So for the past 2 years I've been using the Moleskine journal. As you can see, I tried the smaller version, and then last year I tried the larger version. And I think next year I would really like to do the Electrum, I think it's called. And that is because it is hardback, and the smaller version is still a little bit bigger than the one here in blue, but it's not ginormous because this black one did not fit in my purse, and I thought I would just get a bigger purse, but it turns out I don't like carrying a huge purse. So I think this would be a good compromise, and I think that the Leitrim, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, I think that would hold up well because it is hard covered, and I think that one has 2 bookmarks in it. So I will be changing that next year as well. And that's it. I'm hoping that once I set up my new bullet journal, I'll do another video, kind of a flip through, showing you what I've done. If you're new here, don't forget to check out some of my other videos. We do bullet journal videos, writing vlogs, and book-related videos. And don't forget to subscribe and like this. Okay, bye guys.